Okay, making a video because it's just a lot easier to get this all out through talking versus trying to type it all in. I'm gonna share this video on the for sale post. I'll probably put it on YouTube. Don't beat me up too bad. This is our 2001 Bluebird school bus that we bought years ago after we sold our house in an effort to I don't know how else to say it. It was an effort to get our family closer together. I was in a bad place, my wife was in a bad place, and we needed a change, and this is what our change was. We lived in this for well over a year. My family actually lived in it closer to 2 years while I was in training, getting back in the military. It's a good bus. It's a DT 466, all mechanical. Allison trans. No, it does not have the 6 gear that can be unlocked. This is just a standard 5-speed. It does have the dog house, as you can see in there. The 2 front tires are new. The back tires are worse for wear. They need replaced. All in all, the bus is in really great shape. I'm having to walk around weeds here. The last time we had it on the road, unfortunately, was probably the end of 2022, beginning of 2023. It's got 2,000 watts of solar. I'll show you the solar setup once I go inside. It's set up for a queen size bed. That's something that I wish I would have done if I'd have known just how easy it was. This was a scuff with just some Scotch-Brite pads and cleaning it up real well, and then one of those turbo rattle cans of paint, and it turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I'm kind of half tempted to go ahead and finish the whole bus. It's just so simple. I just don't have a lot of time. Unfortunately, we are being stationed in Germany. At least that's what they've told us so far. So that will be at least 3 years, which means this bus will sit for another 3 years, and I just can't see doing that. Not when somebody else could take it, finish it, and enjoy it the way we were going to. I'd always hoped to buy some land and put this on it, have it as an Airbnb or something like that, to continue using it. And unfortunately, we're at a place where I think I'd just be doing a lot more hurt than good when there's people out there looking for these. I would have loved to have found one partially done, because I would have spent a whole lot less money. Now, unfortunately, I've had to remove some stuff from the inside, like those 2 panels of insulation there while it was sitting. Some mouse or something got in here and chewed it all up, so I just took it out. But it's good. And the rest of the bus, got your driver center there. These are going to need to be removed and actually insulated. I was doing 1x4 on the ceiling, and I thought that looked really good, and it fit the curve of the roof. We do have the exhaust fan in here that everybody uses. We had just a regular AC unit that did okay until it got really, really hot. Again, once I show you the solar setup, it'll kind of make more sense. We were planning on doing a mini split in here. We've got our counter set up and our stove and oven, which worked really well. Some extra storage cabinets there. My wife went in and put paint and time. She did these flower inlays, which were really nice looking. I did the countertop. It was a live edge countertop. That's what everybody was doing, and that's what I wanted to do too. And I think it turned out really good, except for the fact that it is now stained, so it's going to have to be sanded down and kind of redone. Recessed an outlet into it. These were 4 lights that I had in here. They were really nice. Separate toilet comes with it. I think those still retail $900, $1,000, something like that. The fridge comes with it. It might have been a little bigger than what we really needed, but it worked really well. Worked on the solar well, and we had plenty of space. Matter of fact, I mean, it's just a residential fridge, so you've got all your normal size stuff. It was nice not having to run back and forth to the store all the time. You could keep things here. This area was where we had my son's quote unquote room set up. His bed, it kind of had like a loft bed before, and it was up a little higher, and he had a little room down underneath, and then we had to tear it apart. He got too big for it, and it just kind of turned into nothing. That's something that can be changed. I think the bus is at a point where obviously needs to be finished. It's not finished. This was the bathroom, this was the shower pan, all the tools and materials and stuff come with it. I'm not taking any of that stuff. This was a bubble for the top that I was going to use as like a sunroof type deal. Hot water heater that's never even been turned on. It's propane. That's brand new. The bed was set up for a queen size. We had a queen size on it. Fit really well. It was a little high because we built this up high because of that big thing down there. I think if I remember right, that was a 100-gallon water tank. And then we've got the pump over there and diesel heater there. Everything is just kind of temporarily put in place because we were not sure on where we're going to go. So the situation that happened was we ended up selling our house way faster than we thought we were. This was all during COVID. We were building this during COVID, so you can imagine the cost of everything then. I think just the plywood for the subfloor was something outrageous. It was $500 or $600. This is the solar setup, and I had a friend who was an electrician help me with it. It worked really, really well. These are ran in tandem. I forget what you call that. But together they are 4,800 watt constant, 9,600 watt surge, which is a lot. If you've done any research on doing solar, it's very expensive, and to run like AC and all that, you need a lot of power. I did not have near enough battery power to do what I wanted. The plan was to obviously expand this and get 4 to 8 batteries in here. These are, I believe, 200. I forget. Yeah, 200 amp hour lithium batteries, and I looked at all the reviews, and these were supposed to be really good, and they were, and then one went bad. And because one went bad, I'd have to buy a new one, and then it would not charge the same rate the other one would charge, or whatever crap they were trying to tell me. They had a warranty on them, and I tried to go back through the seller for the warranty, and they wanted me to jump through 100 different hoops during a time where I was, again, the military was moving me from Georgia to Texas. So I was in a place where I just couldn't do it. Just like now. But it was all set up really simple, just kind of like you would in a house. And we wanted to run everything so that it was accessible. Obviously, we hadn't come up with a way yet of covering it all up. This is our little closet area, a couple extra heaters, a couple more pieces of live edge. So yeah, that is the bus in a nutshell. And the insulation. So during COVID, it was really hard to find anybody that could do spray insulation. They were either backed up or they didn't have materials, and I didn't want to do whatever you call it, the fiberglass or the cotton looking stuff. So we decided to do hard foam, and it's not like most of the rest of the bus, it's not completed. So we had run the initial layer and we started running the rest of it. So this is how it would end up looking like right here. And it'd be very tight fitting, and there'd be 2 layers, plus there is a layer of, oh man, I forget what you call it. It's been so long. There's a layer with like a foil front to it. And if you layered these 2 together, plus that layer, it was supposed to be so many R whatevers. It's supposed to equal out to like R6 or something. And I was like, okay, that's what we can do. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we can find. That's what we're going to put in there. Oh, see my wife's seasonings all up in there. We were trying to do this the right way. So yeah. We lived in this for over a year. The water worked, the solar worked, made life pretty simple for us. You know, we ended up taking most of our showers and stuff at the gym, and I still worked a regular job. So our daily life really didn't change much. We came in the bus to sleep and to eat. We cooked a lot of meals in here, had a lot of time, went and seen a lot of places and did a lot of things. And it might look like a lot to you. I know it looks like a lot to me right now, kind of looking back on it. But if I could have found a bus that was already partially finished so that I didn't have to spend the time cutting the seats out and doing metal repair and doing the roof and sourcing all the parts and the solar and the flooring, you know, all this stuff took so much time. And if I could have found something that was like this, or at least close to this, I'd have been so much more ahead of the game. Wouldn't have had to waste all that precious time. So I'm asking, I've probably got over $20,000 in this bus with everything that's in here, plus the bus itself. I was asking 15 grand, quite honestly. I'm just looking to take offers. I want somebody that has wanted to do this and hasn't had the time to do it or whatever, to take it and love it and do everything with it that I wanted to do with my family. So if you think you don't have enough for it, or you think I'll say no to it, hey, shoot it to me. Let's work out a deal to get this in your home. Or make this your home, I should say, or your Airbnb, or whatever you want to make it. But do something with it. Don't let it sit here. I'll show you that it runs really good. Ooh. She fires up, and she's definitely a little on the louder side. You know, with the motor sitting right here next to you. It makes everything in the world, that rattling noise with the seatbelt right up against that thing. She's loud and she makes everything kind of vibrate, but it runs really well, shifts really well. We drove it from, let me turn that back off while I'm talking. We drove this from West Virginia down through Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky. We went into Mississippi and saw her parents. We came back down, went through Louisiana, parts of Alabama, down into the panhandle of Florida, stayed out there at the beach, came up to Dothan, Alabama, where the bus is currently parked with a friend who's taking care of it in storage while I'm not here. I'm going to leave the title with him, signed off on with a bill of sale. So all you'll have to do is fill in your information. I tell you, it's a great bus, and being back in it brings back a lot of memories. I'm going to make another video of it just kind of riding down the road here, just so you can see that it's good to go. Makes me sad that it's going to leave. But I'm hoping that it brings somebody else a lot of adventure and joy. Don't beat me up too bad on it. I know things aren't done perfect. It wasn't professional. It was definitely a project family project. It wasn't meant to be perfect. It was meant to do what it did. I wish we could have gotten further on it. So yeah, let me know.